Be me, 30-year-old tard wrangler. I have a master's in special education and have been wrangling tards since I was 24. It's bad, fellow Anons. This is one of my stories. No part of my job is good. Teenagers in diapers are the worst part. We had this one kid. All the teachers called him Speddy Eddie. He was a D2, diapered downy. He also had a fucking upper jaw that was completely misaligned. Lots of drooling action. Not a big talker. I'm a teacher, so I set up lesson plans, talk to parents, and supervise the support professionals. The support professionals are the frontline wranglers. I only step in when the situation escalates. I'm teaching the class. It's around 10 tards in a room. We have 5 wranglers. Speddy Eddie really starts to concentrate. That's not good. He only concentrates on 3 things: food, masturbating, and shitting. There's no food and his hands are on the desk, so he's shitting. I signal to a wrangler that Speddy Eddie needs to be taken to the bathroom, but the wrangler is too slow. By the time she gets there, he is white-knuckling his desk. All of a sudden, he jumps out of his seat, whips off his sweatpants, and gets ready to run. This is tard wrangler go time. Eddie runs for the door. Son of a bitch wants to use the bathroom for real people. A wrangler takes off after him. The rest of the wranglers are trying to keep the peace in our classroom. The wrangler shouts that she's lost him. How the fuck do you lose a 250-pound retard wearing a Toy Story t-shirt and a diaper? I pick up a walkie-talkie and call it into the front office. Then I leave to join the search. The hallways are too quiet. Then I see it. A diaper, a giant turd, and a trail of shit. Tards, especially downies, have fucked up bowels. They only shit like once a week. Sometimes you get the champagne cork shit. It's one giant rock-hard turd followed by 2 gallons of liquid shit. It's like I'm in Nam following a wounded VC's blood trail, except worse. Then he appears. He jumps out of a supply room. The diaper is gone, and he's running. He's learned a new sound. He's bellowing, "Unta, unta, unta," like someone imitating techno music. He's spraying shit as he runs. Not a constant stream, mind you, just explosive bursts every few steps. I see the principal. He's got a family with him. We're actually a good school district. Families tour the high school when they move here. Their daughter, looks about 14, gets a full frontal view of this grunting, shitting tard who has his dick flapping in the wind. I shrug my shoulders as I run past the principal. I told him that we needed to move them into trailers, but he insisted that they deserve to be part of the school. Speddy Eddie is heading for the cafeteria. If a tard shitting is the worst thing you will see, a tard on full food rampage is the second worst thing. Actually, the worst thing is a tard that's just discovered monkey spanking, but that's another story. Speddy Eddie isn't done. By the time I catch up to Speddy Eddie, he's sitting on a bench. His ass is covered in liquid shit. He's scooting around, painting the bench with feces. Then he looks at me and screams, "Eat chili!" Later, when I tell his parents about today's horror show, his mother is so proud and happy because it's the first time he's successfully paired a noun and a verb. She thinks it's progress. He won't leave unless we feed him chili, and no one wants to wrestle a shit-smeared tard. I go into the kitchen and pray that chili is on the menu. It is not. I tell the supervisor that she needs to open a can of chili and microwave it, or Speddy Eddie is going to paint her cafeteria with especially rancid tard shit that he's been hoarding for a week in his colon. She says something about the budget. I pull out my wallet and give her $20. She opens a can of chili and microwaves a big bowl for Eddie. Now the feeding begins. He eats the chili with his hands. He makes happy little unta sounds. Pretty soon, he's covered in chili. After a few minutes, we can't tell what's chili and what's shit. When he's done, his wrangler produces a diaper and wipes from her tard bag. She tries to coax Eddie into a bathroom. He hops up onto the table, flops onto his back, and presents his ass for cleaning. The kid is a pro. The principal called me on the walkie-talkie and said to be in his office after school. After today, maybe he'll put them in the trailers. You can't keep him around normies, cause tard's gonna tard. But especially Spetty Eddie. Be me. Typical 18-year-old. Cynical, fresh out of high school kid. Bought into the whole I've given up on the human race bullshit. Working summer job at an amusement park operating rides. A particularly unpleasant smelling, socially awkward, and obviously homeless man is a regular guest. Apparently he had a bad injury years back doing factory work and needed a cane to walk. Couldn't find much besides odd jobs to keep afloat because of his disability. Saved up all of the money he'd made from October to May to buy a season pass to the park every year. Free drinks, free showers, plus he could play all the games, see the live shows, go swimming every day, and he was there every day. Asked him why he chose to spend his money here instead of making sure he always had enough food. He said, "Here I can escape my life. I'll never be able to travel the world, but here I've met people from all over the world." 3 years later, I'm promoted to manager, overseeing every department in the park. I've spent a lot of time talking to him over the years. I knew he would be back just like every other year. I paid for his season pass out of pocket and added free meals pass to it as well. Had it waiting for him when he came to pay for his pass along with a note. From October to April, we had been adding new attractions to the park, and as a manager I had a good amount of creative input. We all decided on doing an around the world theme this year. Different sections all had their own styles based on different parts of the world. We reopened in May. Day 1. The old man doesn't show up. Day 2. The old man still doesn't show up. 3 days into the season, I'm doing my rounds when I am bear-hugged from behind. The old man is there, crying his eyes out and can only muster a "thank you so much." He pulled out the note that I left for him. "You brought hope into my world. I wanted you to be able to see that world." I will never forget the look that he gave me that day. That man made me feel human for the first time in my life. Live in China. Tried to prepare breakfast, but one of my 7 concubines drank the last of the leaded milk. Get into my car. Car won't start because intake is clogged with a toddler's torso. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I pluck it out. The car is still immobilized due to several human heads jamming up the wheel as well. I've got no time to fix it, I'm late for work. I use concubine number 3's bicycle. Bike is broken because it's Chinese just like you. Fuck. Have to walk, I guess. Put on standard outdoor Chinese face mask. Visibility is 20 feet due to smog. Best it's been all year. What a beautiful day. See neighbor lady sweeping her dead child into a trash bin. Again? She shrugs and says, "China will grow larger," and goes back into her house. A sewer explodes. I narrowly dodge a flying manhole cover. Get to the train station. Doors open. Suffocated and smothered dead bodies pour out. Oh, this is the dead body train. I'll take the next one. Living people train arrives. The doors open, suffocated and smothered dead bodies pour out. I trample over them because I'm late, damn it. The driver announces, "Scheduled derailment in 10 seconds, please hold on." Train derails. Me and some other guy in the back row survive. He waves to me with the one arm he has left and smiles. Says, "We will live in prosperity." Finally get to the wilderness park where I work. Take escalator up to the office to clock in. The plate at the top of the escalator gives way. The gears and torque would have eaten my left leg if I still had one. I feed it my left hand instead as an offering. For China. I get in a car and drive a visitor and her family around the tiger enclosure. I remind them that one of them has to die here as per the rules of the park. The daughter says it's her turn and jumps out, but the mom says bullshit and jumps out after her. The tiger kills the mother but breaks his leg while trying to kill the daughter due to calcium deficiency. I have to apologize to the daughter. "Sorry, tiger is broken today. Come back tomorrow." China will grow larger. This happened a while ago, early 1990s. I was 15. Parents were ex-hippie backpacker types. Decided we would take a family trip to Eastern Europe. We always stayed in the cheapest hostels because parents wanted us to get an authentic experience. Staying at a particularly shitty hotel outside of Bratislava, I'm tired, so my parents and sisters go to see the area while I stay in the room. A maid comes in to clean. She's blonde, could be cute if she didn't look so tired and wasn't wearing an acid-wash jean skirt. She comes over and says, "You want?" Not sure what she means, but I don't want to be rude, so I say yes. No idea what's about to happen. She comes over, strips, puts my hand on her breast, and as soon as I am hard, she grabs my dick. Sucks it for a few seconds, gets on top, puts my cock inside of her, 3 thrusts, and I'm done. Whole thing took about maybe 90 seconds. She gets off and says, "Okay," dresses, and leaves. A few hours later, my dad bursts into the room, raging pissed, yelling about how the guy at the front desk charged him $30 for me to fuck one of his girls. I try to explain to him that I thought I was fucking the hotel maid. This does not make things any better. Yells that he's taking the $30 out of my allowance. Turns out cheap hostels are also brothels. My face when my whole family still makes fun of me for losing my virginity to a Slovakian hostel prostitute. My face when my family still makes fun of me for using my allowance to pay for a hostel prostitute. But I have no diseases. Later virgins. Girl in my high school had a video leak of her being eaten out by a dog. People bullied her relentlessly for it. She only had one friend stick by her side after the scandal. Everyone else would call her dog fucker. At some point, I figured she was low-hanging fruit and decided to shoot my shot. I played nice with her and was supportive. Finally, I asked her out. She rejected me. My face when girls would let a dog fuck them before I ever got a chance.
Poor boy.
The year is 2050. Go to the movies. It's the weekly MCU movie. Disney logo on screen. It's phase 12 of the story. Movie starts. Tobey Maguire's in a wheelchair. A burglar comes into his house, steals his Funko Pops. Tobey says, "It's Peter in time." This is a reference to the hit 2022 film Morbius. Also says, "That sounded better in my head." He puts on his mask. The crowd screams until my ears ring. Swings at the man as he's running away. A portal opens and Captain Europe steps into the scene. Tobey accidentally swings into him. He says,
It's all good, I have free healthcare.
Crowd cheers. Captain Europe had his own TV show in 2048, and this is a reference to his prostate exam episode in Season 6 where he makes the same joke. Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield come through the portal and point at each other, making the funny Spider-Man meme again. They all start jerking each other off as the camera zooms out, revealing the Death Star, and the Star Wars theme briefly plays. The crowd cheers again before the screen cuts to black and Darth Vader's laugh plays. Post-credit scene shows Thanos reappear, and he says, "I'm coming for you, Redditors." The crowd cheers one last time. News sources are saying that this is one of the best movies of all time. Thank you, Disney, for saving the film industry. Agree with the antagonist. Die to him intentionally. Uninstall the game and tell everyone you've finished it. Be me. Have sex with GF. About to come. It's way too early for this shit. Idea.jpg. Think of grandma to avoid coming. Come while thinking of grandma. My face when. Women's US soccer team fights for equal pay with men's soccer team. Terms were accepted. Turns out the men's soccer team was actually paid less than the women's soccer team. They lost money on their contracts for whining about equal pay because they had no idea that the men's team was paid less. Fucking keck. Be me. Have emo GF. Bang constantly. Pretty much every other day for the entire relationship. It's dope. Minimum 2 rounds each time. Be with her for 3 years. Stops having sex with me entirely. I asked her if I was doing something wrong or if I was too sex demanding, even though we both were really into it, trying new stuff, using toys, etc. Besides the sex, we had similar interests, never argued, had the same friends, was a 1 in a million, I feel like. Comes to my house one day, dumps me. Haven't seen or spoken to her since. Finally get a GF after being a kissless, hugless virgin for 26 years. Finally get to have sex. She's a virgin too. During foreplay, she reaches down and squeezes my balls really hard. Sickeningly hard. I immediately go soft. When the wave of nausea leaves me, I ask why she did that.
I always thought balls were soft and squishy.
They are clearly not. It's been 2 days and I haven't been able to come since. I don't know what to do, guys. Jerk off to women. Skull-cracking headache. Feels like I'm genuinely gonna die. Stop jerking off. Boner immediately dies because of headache. Jerk off to men. No headache. Come like normal. What does this mean?
A poem. There once was a surgeon named Keith, who circumcised men with his teeth. 'Twas not for leisure or sexual pleasure, but to get at the cheese underneath. Thank you.
Be me. Stand on scale. 182.4 pounds. Get a boner. 182.5. If it's just veins, how did they get heavier? In reality, boners are a new bone that your body generates. Bone melts when you finish and turns to white, creamy material. The libtards lied to you, B.
Holy moly, have you seen the supposed new leader of North Korea? Oh my god, she looks so heckin' cute, just like one of my anime girls. Ah!
Oh my god. Yes, Dictator Queen, slay. Pours oil down drain with hot water. It's the city's problem now. At work, shitty fast food, line cook, making a burg for a customer. Just about done. The customer sees me in the kitchen, yells at me. Hey, can you put some extra mayonnaise on it? Sure thing, .jpg. Mayo top and bottom. I give him the burger. He comes back to the kitchen. Hey, can I get some extra mayo on this? Yeah, .jpg. I put more mayonnaise on the burger patty itself. Hand him mayonnaise burger with a slight touch of meat. As he walks away, he goes to the counter and grabs a handful of mayo packets. Sits down and starts eating. Takes one bite and comes back. Hey, can I get a cup of the mayo you used back there? Give him a mayo cup. Mixes mayo in packets with mayo in cup. My face went. Is this what it's like in America everywhere? I'm from the Midwest, so this might just be something retards do up here. Be me. Horny as all fuck. Depressed because I have no luck getting bitches. Decide fuck it. Femboy pill acquired.exe. Set all statuses on every dating service I use to feminine males. Start getting messages. These boyos call me daddy. Fuck it, female enough. Actually enjoy plowing their asses and then them caring for me at the end of it. One of them even made me breakfast. One of them suggested a threesome with a girl they knew. Feel happy. Feel accepted. I took the gay pill-anons and fuck do I feel good. Be me. Be 20. Be Brazilian. Have 3 siblings, 1 older brother and younger sisters. Live in southern Brazil, 90% plus white. Be part of a German-Italian family. My dad had me at the relatively old age of 35. Grandparents are extremely racist. They don't talk to my dad. Dad migrated to Tokyo at age 18 to attend economics college. Dad got disowned for dating Japanese girls. He notices that I am into Japanese girls and culture. He mentions that he dated Japanese girls while living in Japan. My dad works in a Japanese company, so he spends a lot of time traveling to Japan. Dad can retire, but refuses to do so for some reason. One day, I receive a friend request on Facebook. It's a Japanese girl. She's about 26 years old. She tells me in a clearly Google-translated Portuguese that Shen is my half-sister. I refuse to believe and call it bullshit. She shows me pictures of her family and a picture of her parents' wedding. My face when my dad has 3 kids in Japan. My face when all of them are older than me. My face when he married their mom before marrying mine. My face when my family is his second family. My face when my dad already retired but uses his work as an excuse to spend large periods of time away from us. My face when me and my 3 siblings are product of bigamy. My face when I actually have 6 siblings. My face when my dad actually accomplished my dream of eloping with a Jap. Day 468 of eating cat food on a daily basis. My cat has been replaced by this Asian cat maid, and I can't think on anything else other than breeding this hybrid. Should I do it? Imagine eating so much cat food that you want to rail the cat. Wow, you're so much bigger than my ex is. Literally turned 360 degrees and walked right out of the cinema.
If you turned 360 degrees, you'd still be facing the cinema.
Be me. Recently broke up with girlfriend. Feel sad as fuck. Try online dating. Meet this girl online, we instantly connect. Ask her on a date. We date a few times, just kisses and stuff. One day, after going out for dinner, she asked me to come by her place for coffee. Go have sex.jpg. She tells me she's into bondage. I accept. It's not really my thing, but I guess I can try. Tells me to close my eyes. I do. I feel her tying my hands, places a blindfold on my head. The bed begins to shake and creak. What the fuck.jpg? Feel a cold breeze hit my face. I can smell a strong scent of pine woods. I remove the blindfold from my eyes. My face when I'm about to be sentenced to death with the other prisoners. My face when I turn around and see Todd Howard running away while removing his fake wig. My face when I'm now in Skyrim. Have a crush on a handsome, successful Chad. Use incel advice to make myself attractive. Don't swear or drink. Don't wear too much makeup. Act cute and pure. Be trad and modest. Make my hobbies baking and knitting and shit like that. Make it known I'm a virgin to him. Stay at home and want to be a wife and mommy. He ends up choosing a slutty, binge-drinking, bimbo cake-face girl who runs her own business and is extremely unfeminine and loud and hates kids. Stupid, shitty incel advice only works for attracting betas. Casca wanted it. Law of causality. My 90-year-old grandmother calls me.
Hey, Anon, I can see from your new pictures you've been enjoying good food.
I won't answer her calls for the next 4 months. Typical everyday average British morning. Wake up. Bobby knocks on door.
Oi! Open up, you cheeky bastard, and show me your sleeping license.
Fumble around and finally find my license.
Sorry, good sir, it's right here. God save the Queen.
Bobby peers in and catches a glimpse of me telly.
What? Where's your TV license, you cunt?
I draw my TV license from within my wallet. Bobby gives a look like the bloody Queen's Dodger.
Oi, mate, where's your permit for this license?
Show him my license permit.
The license permit is expired. I'm taking you in.
Bobby draws his toy gun. Stab him with my unregistered butter knife. Be me. Autistic. Browse this cursed forum. Give my retarded opinion on something. Someone replied,
Shut your autistic ass up, you retard.
What the fuck? How does he know about my medical condition? I thought this site was based on anonymity. I would like to formally apologize for everything I said here. Please, Black Anon, don't come to my house.